Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Opsy. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about date night fragrances for men. Mind you, most of my fragrances are unisex. This is why it's a little bit difficult for me to do gender-based fragrances in terms of for women or for men. And I really do not play by the rules. So sometimes I wear a manly catered to fragrance, if that makes sense. I wear fragrances that cater to men. Sometimes I wear fragrances that cater to women. So it really doesn't matter what you like. As long as you love the scent, wear it, rock it. If this is the kind of video that interests you, then make sure you keep on watching. The first fragrance on my list here is from Electimos London, and this is called Spice Diano. This is my second fragrance from the brand, and I think one thing that I love about the brand is how smooth their fragrances are. It lasts really long on the skin as well, and again, their bottle and packaging is top notch. So yeah, but this is Spice Diano. I think it's a recent release, but I know that they have another one released after this one, which is called Caspian Cherry, but this is the one before Caspian Cherry. They have the same orange bottle packaging, so they might be in the same collection. I'm not really sure. This is a really nice aromatic fragrance, warm, spicy, a little bit floral. This is so good. This has some citrusy notes in the opening. What I really get from this one is something very warm, inviting, a little bit spicy. There's some notes in here I've never smelled in my entire life. There's also leather, and if you know me, I love leather fragrances, so I love the way the leather in this particular fragrance plays. It is not so harsh. You can hardly detect the leather in here, but it gives it a little bit of a twist. It gives a little bit more depth. There's obviously vanilla in here, and I think that this would perform very well on both genders, perform very well in the hot climate, even in the cooler climate. This might not be everyone's cup of tea, but I still see it playing safe. So I highly suggest that you sample this one first, because it's not something I would see everyone wearing. So yeah, I think this is also very perfect for date night. This has a very nice sillage. This is not a beast mode scent. This is very soft, very wearable, very inviting. So this is a fragrance that you want to wear for like close contact, kind of meeting, or a fragrance that is going to leave like scent trails, but not so harsh, not in a harsh way. This is not off-putting. I think this is very inviting, very warm, very cozy. I think this is very sexy as well. If I happen to smell this on a man, yeah, I would go on a second date for sure. So I highly recommend Spice Diano. This gives me about 12 plus hours wear. One thing about Electimos London, I mean, for most of their fragrances, I believe that they have a good longevity. The other one I have is called Mercurial Cashmere, and I'm telling you, that lasts 24 hours on my skin. I really love this one. I highly suggest that you check it out. My next fragrance here is called Moula Moula Rouge by Byron Parfums. So this is a very interesting house as well. It blows my mind every time I smell it, because it has this very dark nuance to it. This is a fruity scent. So this has strawberry, cherry, caramel, a lot of good sweet notes in here. It's bitter around the edges. This is a little bit smoky as well. This is a very sexy, sweet, unusual fragrance. One thing about me, I love my men smelling a little bit sweet. I think that a man smelling sweet just adds that extra softness. I think it gives them that extra like approachable vibe. If I'm going on a date with a man, I would not really mind my man smelling like this, because honestly, it makes me feel like you're very versatile. You can be strong, and at the same time you have your soft side to you. It gives that perfect balance, if that makes sense. So yeah, I really love this one. This is sweet, this is sexy, this is smoky, so it has the right amount of balance in here. There's the sweet notes, there's the smoky notes, there's probably tobacco in here as well. Very long lasting, a good sillage, not a beast mode fragrance, but it has a mid projection. It smells amazing. Check it out, Moula Moula Rouge from Byron Parfums. My next fragrance here is Enigma from Roger Parfums, and this is the Parfum Cologne. If you're a man and you have not gotten your hands on this scent, I'm so sorry. I think you should do ASAP. Now this is a very nice boozy, ambery, spicy fragrance. This has some cognac in here. It has some amber spices. It is really sweet. The ambery vibe is just something that I cannot place my hand on. Beautiful. So it also has that Coca-Cola vibe. It has that fizzy sweetness, that effervescent kind of vibe. The dry down is very spectacular. The sweetness in the dry down, it is not sugary sweet. It's not cloying. It's not something that's going to throw you off. Doesn't smell juvenile at all. I like the fact that the cognac in here kind of gives it this extra sophistication. On a date night, I'll definitely know that you have money for sure. If you wear this on a first date, I feel like you're going to be leaving a very good impression on the woman that you're with. I highly recommend Enigma. It is so stunning. I absolutely love this fragrance. So yeah, I recommend Enigma. Now for those that don't want to break the bank, bank. You want to smell good but on an affordable scale. I present to you Emir by Latafa. Emir is a fresh aromatic citrusy fragrance. It has bergamot in here. I believe it has some citruses in here as well. This also has a bit of patchouli, a little bit herbal, a little bit green on my skin. This lasts a long time. Now, I would not say this is the beast mode scent, but this is an easy reach. This is going to earn you compliments. In my opinion, I feel like if you don't want to do too much, you don't want to offend your partner, well, for me on my skin, it performs really strongly. But if you want to make a good impression without really doing too much in terms of the notes and how it smells, I think this is your easy reach because it's fresh, it's aromatic, it's very inviting, it's perfect in either seasons, winter, summer, autumn, spring. This is going to perform. This has a good sillage as well. This has a good projection. People are going to compliment you with this one, and guess what, it is very, very affordable. So why don't you try Emir from Latafa if you don't want to break the bank but you also want to leave a very good impression? Emir. The next one here on my list is Naxos from Xerjoff. A lot of people love this fragrance, so I just had to include it in this one because this is also a little bit of an easy reach as well, but might not be for other people, so don't quote me on that. Naxos is a very nice, fresh, again aromatic, sweet tobacco, honey, lavender fragrance. This is so good. As the years go by, I'm beginning to love and appreciate this fragrance more. When I bought it initially, I wasn't really getting the vibe, I wasn't really getting the hype, I really wasn't seeing what everyone else was seeing. It smelled good, but I felt like it could have smelled better with the way a lot of people really love the fragrance. And as you can see, my juice is gradually changing. It was way clearer than this initially, but now it's becoming macerated, so it's becoming more intense. I'm getting more of the tobacco now, I'm getting more of the honey now. Of course, there's citruses in here as well. This is such a feel-good fragrance. This is sweet, this is inviting. The tobacco in here is not a very, very smoky tobacco, but you get the vibe, you get the depth of the fragrance in here. So it's not entirely sweet, you get like a very nice depth, but not in an off-putting way. I don't get this as a strong base mode scent. This is a very good scent. This is a fragrance that you can wear to work, you can wear as an everyday scent, and you can definitely wear this as a date night scent as well. When I say date night, yes, but it doesn't have to be date night. It could be any kind of date. It could be going to the movies, it could be just chilling by, by the seaside, it could be just relaxing in an area that's so special to both of you. It could be anything. So don't make it seem like this video is for just the nighttime restaurant kind of vibe. No, it could literally be any type of date, and I think that this would definitely come in handy in any of those dates. So yeah, check out Naxos. This is a good lavender, honey, tobacco, citrusy fragrance, and I think it will pair very well with Emir, if I do say so myself. Try out that layering combination and let me know what you think. Now, this is not a first date fragrance, if I do say so myself. This is for people that are way in the experienced world, for people that your woman appreciates good fragrance, your woman appreciates the strong boys. This is Complex from Bodesia the Victorious. Complex, for me, if I smell this on a man, hi Jesus, yeah, if I smell this on a man, first of all, this will send me into my feminine energy, because once you have like the masculine energy surrounding you, you kind of just go back into your shell. I mean, I'm not strong and independent, but yeah, I do get that. I have a level of masculine energy in me. So when I'm around men that smell like this, I'm a damsel in distress. I'm sorry. This smells so sexy. I cannot even imagine why men or people don't love this fragrance, because this is, I get it. I know why they don't love it, but I think that you need to, I'm lost for words. This is such a sexy stunner. A little does go a long way with this one. You don't need to do too much. And that's why I really love this fragrance, because the projection is wild. This is a base smooth scent. 1-2 sprays is enough for the night. This is going to project. But I think that if you overspray this fragrance, I can understand why it would be a little bit offensive. So just give it a few sprays, 1, 2, and maybe maximum 3. The sillage of this fragrance, or the projection of this fragrance, is going to leave a very lasting impression, an unforgettable impression. This is oud, leather, patchouli. This is animalic. This is very strong. There's no level of sweetness in here. Base mode scent, huge projection, huge sillage, great longevity. This is going to last you 24 hours. So if you want to be on a date for 24 hours, then this should be your go-to fragrance, in my opinion. But this is such a sexy fragrance. Now, you may not want to wear this fragrance on its own. You might want to, mix this with something else in your collection, just to give it a little bit of balance. But I highly recommend Complex. I think for a man, if you smell like this and we're going on a date, yeah, this is going to cloud my judgment for sure. I recommend Complex. Don't say I did not warn you, because again, this fragrance tells a lot about your personality as well. So if you don't want something that is so out there, so in people's faces, then maybe you should stay away from this one. Nishane Unutama. I'm sure people are going to be like, Oxy, is everything all right? This is another, in my opinion, sexy fragrance for a date night. Again, it has that sweet caramel vibe in here. It's also a little bit fresh. I think in the opening note you get a little bit of mint. This is a sexy fragrance. This is a bit unusual, so you get that fresh spicy note in the opening. There's also oregano, I believe, in here, so you get a little bit of the spiciness. There's probably some florals in here that kind of balances it out, but in the dry down I get the caramel, and the caramel just changes the whole dimension of this fragrance. So you get a very fresh, sweet, spicy fragrance. When I say spicy, I'm not talking about pink pepper or cinnamon. That's not the kind of spiciness I'm talking about like green spices. I'm talking about herbal spices. That's what you get in here. So it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I absolutely love this one. If you wear this, I'll definitely know you're into fragrances. You know your stuff. You definitely know what to wear. This is for like the frag heads. This is for people that have a huge collection. But if you're just looking for a fragrance to buy, this is not the one you should go for. I don't think that this will appeal to everyone, but I absolutely love this one. This is also a little bit animalic as well, but I think this is also a very, very sexy fragrance. I highly appreciate this fragrance a lot. You will definitely leave a lasting impression for sure. Moving on with the sweet fragrances, this is Bois Imperial. I'm sorry. This is Bois 1920. I used to call it Boa, but apparently it's called Bois. Bois 1920. This is Framenti. The 100 ml bottle is so stunning, but this actually toes the line of Delina exclusive. But I think that there's a little bit of a twist. Again, like I said, I love my men to smell sweet, so I really do not mind them wearing Bois 1920 Framenti. I think this is a very stunning, sweet fragrance. There's rose in here. There's lychee in here. There's something a little bit spicy, incense. Like I said, it smells like Delina exclusive. I think this is a little bit fresher in my opinion. So this has a fresher take to the Delina exclusive DNA, and this is wearable for both male and female. But if a man wears this, I will know you know your stuff. I would highly recommend this for a layering scent. So if you have other stronger scent or other sweet scent in your collection, you can throw in a few sprigs of this one just to give it a little bit of vavavoom. But I really love Framenti. I think it's a very stunning scent. The oldie but goodie. This is Replica by the Fireplace. Thinking about people that are in the cooler season, people that are in winter time, we all know what By the Fireplace smells like. It's very cozy. It has like burning wood. It has chestnut in here. It's very woody. It has that vanilla base there. I love to layer this with this Spice Diano and By the Fireplace, a match made in heaven. I'm telling you, a match made in heaven. If you have this too, or if you have a sample of this and you have this, please try both of them together and let me know what you think. These are two stunning fragrances. I mean, the combination is just out of this world. You can definitely smell both of them, but they complement each other so well, and I love how it plays on my skin. But nonetheless, By the Fireplace is a very warm, cozy, it is inviting, it's very woody. I haven't really worn this fragrance in a very long time. It's definitely time to revisit like my old bottles for sure. This is a beautiful scent, and I highly recommend this one. I mean, if you like me, I love the corny, cheesy Christmas movies, and this is the perfect scent for that. Just lounging around the house, being in your sweatshirt or your ugly sweaters, having a cup of coffee or hot chocolate. That's the vibe I get with this particular fragrance. My last and final fragrance here is Tango Oud from Masque Milano. Now, this is my sample because it's such a pricey fragrance. If you're able to get your hands on a sample, I recommend Tango Oud. Tango Oud is a spicy fragrance. It opens up in a very fresh, aromatic way, but it's gradually settling into a very nice, woody, spicy fragrance. There's something really spicy, a little bit green, very smoky as well. Oh, this is so sexy. I get something a little bit boozy as well, but I'm not really sure. This will smell amazing on a man. Oh my god, this is amazing. If you can get your hands on Tango Oud from Masque Milano, I think that you should definitely pull the plug. I mean, it's very pricey, so try to get a discount if you can. Make sure you get a good deal before you buy that fragrance. Very long lasting. There's probably patchouli in here, I'm not really sure, but I get something a little bit herbal, woody, smoky herbal vibe. This is so good. Oh my god, that is amazing, and I think it's a perfect date night scent, especially for men that are loaded I will know you're loaded if you smell like this. But yeah, I highly recommend that one. Anyways, that concludes my video for you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you have other recommendations as well, leave it in the comment section as well. Let me know what you guys are feeling. What is your scent of the day? Leave it in the comment section as well. If you're new to my channel, do not leave without hitting the subscribe button. Make sure you like this video, share it to your friends and your loved ones. Follow me on social media. My name on Instagram is Opsy_P. That's period. And my name on X as well is @Dr_Opsy. I'm going to leave everything in the description box. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'm going to see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.